For the cutter, Kaliza gets one to go.
Second and third now for Bedford. That's a line drive single. And Charlie Cariello now strikes out Ryan Stramp.
Draws the double, redodges, beautiful, and scores. Stick quickly, Purnell drives righty, shoots, scores.
That is it. Bedford is your girls lacrosse champion. The Bulldogs are champs once again.
And welcome here this afternoon to Bedford High School in Bedford, New Hampshire. We are bringing you today's lacrosse action, Division I. Bedford Bulldogs as they host the Nashua North boys team from just down the road. I'm Corey Munster Tiger here for BCTV, joined in the booth by Jay Abendroth. Jay, what do you think about today's tilt?
Well, I got to start. It's a beautiful day to play some lacrosse. I think Bedford, coming off of a couple games here, been a pretty busy vacation week, has a really good opportunity to end the week on a strong note, facing a Nashua team who's had some struggles recently.
Yeah, Nashua North, as you mentioned, struggling this season, 1-5 record. Their last game they did win. That was on Tuesday against the Memorial Manchester Central combined team. They won that game 7-4. Previous to that, they had losses to start the season of 5 straight. The Bulldogs, as you mentioned, busy this week as well. They had a heartbreaker loss on Tuesday to Bishop Girton in double overtime, the closest in-state game the Bishop Girton squad has faced in quite some time, but they did come out victorious in that one. So the Bulldogs back in action today. You saw the starting lineup for the Nashua North Titans there. We get early shot here and an early goal. Brody Helton gets things kicked off right away. You'll see that Helton is donning the long stick today as he gets the Bulldogs on the board quickly, assisted by Sheridan.
Yeah, and Corey, we see a lot of different faces or similar faces in different positions today. I think it's an opportunity for Coach Bordeaux to try some folks out in different areas, maybe think a little bit towards later on in the year, and perhaps even peek at next year.
So just 12 seconds into this game, 1-0 Bulldogs as they look to gain possession on the face-off. Riccio had actually lost the pull and pop, but came back for the ground ball. Ground ball all the way down in the corner, and Helton comes away with that long stick. Andrew, if we can get those starting lineups back on the screen, we'll go through those for both the Bulldogs as well as the Titans. Sorry to throw you off there. There's the Titans starting lineup there. You can see at attack Sutton, Smith, and Wilkinson. At midfield, you have Craig Jenkerson and long stick midi Krulikowski. Defense, Micho, Atkinson, Samarel. And starting in goal is Jace Cologne. He will have his work cut out for him this afternoon. For the Bulldogs, we have Kaliza, Purnell, and Barat. The common starting lineup that you're used to. Midfield, Riccio, Helton with that long stick, as well as Riccio with a pole. The other Riccio shot off the pipe here was Bennett Matthews. And then starting on D, we had a couple of new faces as well. You saw Kevin Sheridan back there with the pole, but also Brian Riccio, normal long stick midfielder, as well as who else was back there on D?
Alex Cotnoir.
Alex Cotnoir, exactly, thank you. And then in goal we have Ian Fletcher. We've seen Ethan Kahn starting most of the games this year for the Bulldogs, and Fletcher will get the nod this afternoon.
Yeah, and we see Brody Helton starting out as if he had a short stick in his hands with a goal, a couple nice ground balls on some offensive possessions, but here Bedford is settling into defense.
You like to see that versatility too, with Helton picking up the pole, probably trying to work on his one-on-one defense as well as his team defense skills. And going to feed inside here, trying to jam it to the cutter, and ball goes on the ground. Riccio comes away with it. Little twister pass ahead to start the break. Matthews ahead, Kaliza. Shot score. Matthews to Kaliza. The Bulldogs go up 2.
And a great ground ball there by Riccio, able to pull it out and quickly, little Indian-style pass up to Matthews. And headman Kaliza with a pretty easy fake as the goalie went down, shot high. Nice start for Bedford here, 2-0.
And you're seeing some of the Bulldogs go back and congratulate Kaliza there. That is Derek Kaliza's 100th career goal. So congratulations to DK. Great career. The senior's going to go out in style, putting 100 points on the board. Excuse me, 100 goals on the board, not 100 points. So good for you, Derek. Well done.
That goal by Derek Kaliza was the 100th of his high school career. Congratulations, Derek Kaliza.
There he goes again. They're going to draw a flag there. Little trip. Riccio comes away with it. The Bulldogs will reset. They'll keep Helton on to see what he can do with that pull on the offensive set. Ooh, Cologne comes away with a save, but he took that right on the inner thigh. He felt that one. And believe me, you and I both know that does not tickle.
Yeah, that's one where you wish you wore sweatpants. Deaden the sting a little bit, but these goalies are tough. He stood in there and took it.
Good save, Jace. He'll shake that off. I'm sure he might eat one or two more, and he'd probably appreciate it as he's keeping those saves. The worst ones for the goalie are the ones where it hits you solid, you're going to have a nasty bruise, and it still goes in. They really don't like those. So the Bulldogs go up on the extra man opportunity. 8:25. Locked in for, was that a 30-second penalty, just a trip?
I think it was, yes.
They feed inside, and Kaliza quickly has two. Also from Matthews there. I see Barry's right there on the doorstep. Pretty tough to stop that one-on-one if you're Jace Cologne.
Bedford goal by number 1.
Yeah, pretty standard fast break, man up with only Evan Capella in there other than Brody Helton, but the team really was able to move the ball off the misstep. Kaliza picked it up and was opportunistic.
Little backdoor cut, kept his stick available, showed Matthews where he wanted to receive the ball, and Matthews hit the target. The rest was that one-on-one for Kaliza. Riccio comes away with the ground ball after the face-off. Helton will step it in. Maybe not. He'll pass it in. Sam Barrett. They work it around. Master de Casa. Now back up top to Matthews. Jay, these are the kinds of games, if you're Coach Bordeaux, you have to take a different approach, and we've seen that, first of all, with the starting lineup, and I'm guessing as they jump out to an early lead, we might start to see a lot of the names that we don't normally see playing a lot of minutes.
Yeah, and it sounds kind of funny, but you almost have to be a little bit more creative here as there's another goal by Matthews. And yeah, so as Coach Bordeaux, it's almost like you have to game plan a little bit harder because you want to be purposeful. You want to use these minutes the right way, get the right people in the game with the ball in their hand in meaningful minutes, because you will be relying on this as we get into the latter half of the season. So take some planning.
Sure, and some creativity too, right? You have to think through exactly how you want to use those players later in the season. As you're seeing here with the perfect example of Brody Helton with the pole in his hand. Do you want him with the pole and playing man up? And we saw, that a little bit unusual approach, but not terribly uncommon at the high school level. And Brody obviously has the stick skills to handle. It's just whether or not he can protect that if he gets in a sticky situation. So, and we'll see what else Coach Bordeaux has up his sleeve to get his team some experience throughout this game. Kaliza fires too high.
Yeah, and as an example, Corey, I know that when I watched the BG game, they were really struggling at the face-off X, and so they were trying a lot of different things. So this may be an opportunity to try out different people with different positions.
Sam Barrett rounds the side, gets high of goal line extended and dunks. So 5-0 quickly here in the first quarter. The Bulldogs jump out within the first 4 minutes.
14,
and this is the exact score that we kind of expected. No disrespect to the Nashua North team, but this is a bit of a train for the Bulldogs squad this year. They've had a great start to the season and again took the BG squad to double overtime just Tuesday.
Yeah. Good to see your Sammy Ray Barrett coming around the corner there. That's for his father. Shout out, but nice to see the freshman getting a chance to join in on the action.
We welcome in our viewers from Nashua as well. We're being broadcast on ETV Channel 22 this afternoon, as well as the BCTV normal channels that you are used to, number 8, as well as HD 1072. Appreciate everybody watching. We do have some upcoming broadcasts as well that you should tune into if you're interested. The girls lacrosse team will be taking on the Sauhegan Sabres on Monday the 29th at 4 p.m. A little bit of an early start there. The baseball squad will take on the Merrimack Tomahawks on Wednesday the 1st at 4:30. Harry Kozlowski will be doing that game. Not sure who's going to join Harry on that, but on the baseball game, just Harry? Okay, never mind. We'll fill you in on the broadcasters at a later point. And then we'll be back here for another lacrosse game next Friday night against the visiting Marblehead Magicians. Love that name.
Still a good name.
The Magicians. They're visiting from the North Shore of Massachusetts, from that Essex County area on Friday the 3rd at 7 p.m. for that start. Again, you'll be able to watch all that action on Channel 8 and 1072 right here in Bedford on VCTV.
So if you're the Magicians, what does good look like? Is it let's go Magicians, let's see some magic? Is it something like that?
Yeah, I mean, you could get creative with that.
Yeah.
Cast a spell, my friends. You know, pull a rabbit out of a hat. I mean, you can keep going, all kinds of different things. The Bulldogs, I mean, your bark's got to be loud, your bite can't be too vicious. But the Magicians, I'm trying to remember what they used to be called and why they changed it. I think it might have been the Headers. I had grown up in that Cape Ann area, having played against Marblehead in multiple sports as a youngin'. And I believe they were the Headers, if I recall correctly.
Imaginative.
Yeah, not so much. Nice job there. Ooh, oh, can't quite get it to go. That was Nick Wilkinson on the attack side, trying that near side high, and it just was outside. It looked like it might have caught that upper corner, but it was outside of the net. And here Fletcher's going to get a little support as they look to clear. Good ride here by the Titans, but finally Sheridan breaks free to help Fletcher get a clear. Sheridan, he's going to take a shot and score. Always like to see the big guys getting down the field and getting a point here and there. Sheridan has a goal and assists today, as he assisted on the first goal by Brody Help.
Kevin Sheridan.
Yeah, and we saw good on Sheridan getting a goal. The field mic actually picked up a little bit of that conversation on the clear, really talking about finding that 2-on-1, making the defender or the attackman have to cover both the goalie and Sheridan streaking over. Nice clear by the Bulldogs, setting that up.
You love it when your defensemen go streaking.
That's right. Everybody's doing it.
They're all coming with us. So Sheridan, again, nice job having the composure and the courage to get up the field there. A lot of defensemen like to stay at that midfield line, a little timid about going over. He's got the strength, size, and ability to get his hands free, and in that case made a dodge and was able to cash. 6:30 to go here in the first quarter. Bulldogs ahead quickly, 6-0. Master de Casa, seeing what he can do. Trying to finish lefty. Ooh, high bouncer hits off the crossbar. Cologne is going to rake it back into his crease area and clear it out for the Titans. Good hustle here by Bennett Matthews to knock down the clearing attempt. I love that field mic. You can hear the grunting, the communication as we did on that last play, the stick checks. It's phenomenal. Thank you to Andrew Fenn and the BCTV crew for getting that functionality set as we see Riccio to Purnell with a finish.
Yeah, nice work by Riccio there. Continuing on the ground ball, using his feet to keep it going the right way. Gets rewarded with an assist. Easy pass, dumped down to Purnell.
Number 3, Luke Purnell. Assist number 18, Ryan Riccio.
They ran the break there quite well as they drew the defenseman up the field and found the open attackman. So nice game sense there from Riccio. Good finish from Purnell. Parker O'Toole had the face here.
You're playing with one hand on the stick.
You can hear that directly from the official. That call was one hand on the stick, a push with the free hand on Alec Jenkerson. So they do turn it over. And here's Bryson Durso getting it behind the cage.
Offside. Going blue.
And the official trailing the play catches the Bulldogs in an offside position. So Bulldogs turn it over there on a mental mistake. Those are the ones, if you're Coach Bordeaux, you can work on, but also are going to just absolutely drive you crazy for those kinds of mental mistakes. Here, Kaliza with a nice little wrap check gets the ball back for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and this is where you really, if you're going to keep a guy like Kaliza on, you want him to score goals, but do the fundamentals. Nice ride there, wrap check, getting the ball on the ground, and then pay the guy back, get him another goal.
Gaffney dishes to Matthews. Matthews runs through one. Can't get through the double team. Gaffney will take a shot, though. Nice high shot. Beats Cologne pretty much right over his head. And Gaffney gets on the board from Matthews. Third assist from Bennett Matthews this afternoon. You can see here Cologne was anticipating a low shot. Gaffney just came with the high heat. Too fast for Cologne to catch up. 8-0, 4:38 to go in the first quarter. Another face-off here by Dylan Riccio. Set it too early, but now he gets control of it. Chased down by Dylan Noble. And now defended by Jack Kulikowski. And now we see Helton with his short stick out there. Settles things down. He'll get Riccio off. And coming on is Evan Capello from the substitution box. Sam Barrett. Mastro da Casa now will take his defender out to the wing. That's Dylan Noble. Out little stutter step. Back to Kaliza. Barrett feeds. Shot. Ooh. Beautiful shot. Top right corner. Capello stings the upper 90. Beats Cologne. And Capello gets on the board.
Yeah, nice job here. As you see the replay, Barrett got left alone behind, was able to take his time, free hands, and find Capello for the easy shot. Nice patience by the Bulldogs.
That's important there too, as you're thinking about the defensive end, is you want to get that stick in gloves as quickly as you possibly can. If you let those attackmen who are so skilled with their sticks time and space, they're going to find the open player, as you saw Sam Barrett do there. Face-off win for Parker O'Toole. The Bulldogs will settle things down behind.
Yeah, and if you're the Bulldogs, Coach Bordeaux, you can't ask for anything more for the first couple minutes of this game. Offense has really clicked. Defense has done their job.
Here's John Purnell taking a midi run, switching over to his left and firing a low bounce shot, finds the back of the net. So 10-0. 3:15 left in the first quarter. Saw that a little late on the replay to see the switch over to his left hand, but got a good shot off, showing a little two-hand go there. Like to see that from the freshman. Took a hit to make the play as he took a shot from the defenseman late here. There you go. There's the split dodge. And finishing the play was Purnell.
Goal by number 11, John Purnell.
Another face-off win for the Bulldogs, and they'll settle things down. It's Luke Purnell passing to John Purnell. Talked about those brother-to-brother connections early in the season. There's Kevin Mastro da Casa. He'll go on a run. Good double team by the Titans. Nice extra pass. Beautiful. Can't finish there was Purnell, but great look inside by Bryson Durso. Hesitated, and now he's going to score. Ooh, yep, he is going to score on a bouncer. No, it was outside. But Barrett picks up the ground ball quickly, rounds the side of the cage and dishes it in lefty from low to low. So Barrett will pick up the goal there. Good job by Sam Barrett, another freshman making an impact here early. You see the replay there, or kind of. But if we can see that back again, the shot by Durso was outside, hit the outside of the net, and Sam Barrett was there quickly for the ground ball and scooped it up and dunked it.
Opportunistic, nice work. Play through the whistle, right, Corey? That's what you're told as a kid. Keep playing, and Sammy was able to do that.
2:24 left in the first quarter. 11-0. Bulldogs in command. O'Toole, face-off win. Helton steps it in, settles. Substitutions through the box. And the defense are standing on their sticks over here. Kaliza gets it around the outside. Barrett. Matthews shot low and outside. Backed up behind by Luke Purnell.
Good action on that play. Gave Matthews a step-down shot. Wasn't able to hit the cage, but nice ball work by the Bulldogs.
Little backdoor there. Helton high and away. Did we miss a penalty?
Yeah, they had one on that trip on that goal. Was not cleared by the goal by Barrett.
Gotcha. Ooh. Barrett takes a shot to the side. It's
good soak, freshman.
Goody. Gaffney was firing away from that right-hand cannon side.
That's one where afterwards, halftime, you go and thank your teammate for hitting you.
Long pass here. Does not make a connection. Sheridan picks it up. He's looking for the goal again. Somebody stays back for him. He's got a couple. Matthews can go. Sheridan says, I have one goal and an assist already, so I'm just going to chill. Under a minute, first quarter. Bulldogs ahead 11-0. Here's Gaffney. Looks like he wants to take a run. Draws a double, moves it behind. Sam Barrett. Matthews, little swim. Kaliza, nice little fake, gets himself a little space, comes back to the middle. That little hesitation gave him a lot of room to work, and he cashes high for his hat trick within the first quarter.
Yeah, real good patience by the seniors. He catches the ball, what looks like in traffic, but pretty nonchalantly
Nice little hesitation right there.
Simple face dodge, an easy shot, not even a fake. Waited for the goalie to commit. That's senior right there.
12-0. And that senior has 3 of those 12 already. 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We will be getting to running time shortly.
OJ behind you. That's it.
John Purnell picks up the ground ball. Bulldogs control yet another, and this is that basic make it take it type situation, as Riccio has been dominant at the face-off X as well as Parker O'Toole. And there's the horn. The first quarter is over. Bulldogs cruising here, 12-0 after 1. BCTV's live channels and on-demand content are now easier to access at your fingertips than ever before. Bedford Community Television is available for free download on Apple iOS and Android, so download the Bedford Community Television app from your app store today. Jay, if you don't, you better lie. Do you have the Bedford Television app?
Of course.
Good. All right. Appreciate that. Good job.
I even liked it.
Oh, yeah?
On the App Store.
Oh,
yeah.
Look at you.
Wrote
Look at you.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
Rate, review.
Yep.
Love it. Love it. It is a great app if you're looking for both live broadcasts as well as replays. You can look at old games from weeks ago, seasons past. You know, if you want to delve into the football championship game, it's archived there. You can listen to the sweet tones of Harry Kozlowski and Corey Munstertiger bringing you that live action.
I got to tell you, though, too, Corey, and this is the honest truth, I spend my mornings and afternoons coming home to the Bedford radio station.
Okay.
Listening some good content we got out of the team here.
Dude, you just made Harry Kozlowski's month right there.
Hey, it's the truth. I can't lie.
There you go. Of course, station manager Harry Kozlowski joins us on the air frequently. We appreciate him joining these broadcasts when Jay is not available. He's also been doing some of the girls' games with us this season. Harry's a rookie in the lacrosse world. Doesn't quite understand all of the rules, etc. So, we have to help him out.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Takes time.
It does.
This mystical game we play, Corey.
He's good, though, because he doesn't yell out the wrong things. Like, sometimes when you watch a game, you hear folks yelling out silly things that make absolutely zero sense. But
like us?
Occasionally us. But more so folks that just don't know the rules. So what are you going to do? Another face-off. This time won by the Titans. They're going to get their first offensive possession in quite some time. Good fake there by Nick Wilkinson. The Titans will have a possession in 6-on-6 half field here for the first time. I'm not sure we saw this in the first quarter at all.
I don't think that's the case.
Here's Sutton.
Hey, Spencer!
Back behind. Back in the stick of Wilkinson. He gets it up top. Here's Patrick Shaw. And Noble. They work a two-man game up top. Noble will take a shot. Save, Fletcher. Saw it the whole way. Good save by Fletcher. Quick outlet pass. And here's Bryson Durso moving it up the field, looking for numbers. Can't make the connection with Purnell. John Purnell got crossed up, and there might have been a sun issue there too, as we're getting the sun setting over our right side of the field. As players look back towards the right side, that sun's going to be right in their eyes. Cleared here by Jack Kulikowski. Good patience there. Nice lift on the defensive side. That's Cam Santos playing good body position on Nick Wilkinson. Got that ball on the ground. We're already seeing some of those substitutions that we were expecting and hoping for, again, with a 12-0 score after one. Here's Alec Jenkerson.
Touch!
There's Santos playing D again on Wilkinson. Have Spencer Henrishon in there. He didn't start the game as he normally does, but also Will Frangillo. And now Durso picks up an intercepted pass. Was looking for Mastro da Casa, cutting through the midfield. A little behind him, but Mastro da Casa chases down the ground ball, and the Bulldogs are back into their offensive end. So as mentioned, Henrishon, Santos, and Frangillo will be in on the defensive side for the Bulldogs starting the second quarter. Bounce shot here from John Purnell, saved by Cologne. Good job on that high bouncer, getting back up top. Clearing pass near side, Wilkinson. Good job by Santos catching back up. Wilkinson spins left-handed. Check forced an errant shot. Went right to Frangillo. Henrishon. And now they're offside. Whoops. A little late on the call, but they do finally call it. As John Rodemacher had to count about 6 times, but he finally got the call correct.
That's right, wiggling the toes to count, use those as well, but he got it right.
Do they learn how to count up there in Syracuse, Jay? Aha!
You have tutors that help you.
That's fair. That's fair. we have a little bit of an advantage with a relationship with Rademacher. He was another Syracuse grad down in this area as Jay is as well. So we give him a little bit of a hard time.
Yeah, defensive guy. You basically you can count to a minute if you have a penalty.
Yeah.
And you know when that's up. That's about it.
Preferably only 30 seconds.
Yes. That's half of 1 minute, Corey.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yep. There's the math. There's the math.
You can count to 30 twice, I learned.
Shot and a score here. Dylan Noble takes a shot from top right of Ian Fletcher. Beats him on the bounce shot. As the Bulldogs were sleeping there a little bit. Let Noble keep creeping in.
Goal by number 14, Dylan Noble.
Looked like it caught Fletcher a little bit by surprise. And they find the back of the net. So it's 12-1. 7:15 left in the first half.
Yeah, nice shot there, and I think that's what you get with a bunch of new players. Everybody kind of trying to cover the middle there, and they sloughed down too much. Gave an open, long shot that Fletcher wasn't quite able to catch up with.
O'Toole wins another face-off. Bulldogs will settle, get their substitutions on. This is John Purnell. Here's Bryson Durso. Oh, excuse me, this is Gaffney. Gaffney shoots lefty. Can't get it to go. Barrett is behind the cage for the backup. Bulldogs playing a little two-man game behind with Purnell and Barrett. 4 high cutters. Picks inside. Barrett looks inside. We heard a whistle there. Not quite sure what that was. Maybe just a reprimand of the defenseman. Say, hey, keep your stick down. I'm not going to call the slash to the head, but keep your stick down.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Maybe a little bit, didn't need another flag and a man up for Bedford, but still wanted to make things right.
That was Desmond Michaud that was playing defense on Sam Barrett. Kaliza draws the double. Barrett fakes the shot. Nice little inside toe drag. Now Kaliza decides not to pull the trigger. Good choice. Pulls it out and settles things down. Ooh, tough one there. Wrong side of J.J. Gaffney. Gaffney took one hand off the stick and missed it. Turnover on the Bulldogs. Just over 5 minutes to go in the first half. 12-1 is your score. The Bulldogs lead as they've been cruising since, about 8 seconds into this game. First goal by Brody Helton with the long stick.
Yeah, and we've seen the Bulldogs really keep up play and some intensity here as new people cycle in and out. As we talked about, this is where it gets tougher. Honestly, people who haven't played on a game, on the clock, they have to work together and still keep up the brand. So, team's doing a nice job.
It's Alex Cabri with the clear on the far side there, right in front of Coach Bordeaux. Bulldogs will work it around. Master of the Casa. Purnell dips the shoulder, rounds the corner, sticks it high. Purnell's second on the game. Kevin Mastro de Casa will pick up the assist there, and the Bulldogs push it out to a 13-1 lead, 4:14 left in the first half.
Yeah, and we saw the Nashua North defender slide adjacent, meaning from the person right next to where the Dodger has come from. And so Purnell was basically left wide open, a few steps, was able to turn the corner, lower his shoulder to absorb a hit, and finish. Nice job. Pretty textbook, simple stuff for lacrosse.
Sometimes those geometry classes are useful with that term adjacent. We use it quite frequently in lacrosse. We try not to slide adjacent. We want to go from the crease or cross crease, but usually not from the near man like that. Unless there's a circle type offense, then you do slide adjacent. Everybody just needs to be on the same page. Ground ball here and shot just wide of the cage. That's O'Toole. Backing it up behind is Sam Baird.
And to finish that thought out, it's hard for a defense to slide adjacent because the person with the ball actually sees you coming versus someone coming from the backside. So you have to be really coordinated as the defense to slide adjacent and still make it beneficial to you to stop the ball.
Good scrap there by Master DaCosta to pick up the ground ball. He'll take a shot and score. You could tell right there Cologne could not see that ball as that came right out of the sun. Master DaCosta with a goal and an assist quickly there, and that's a tough one as the sun is directly in Cologne's eyes on that. As you can see right there, you can tell you can't see where it's coming up, can't see where it's coming out of the stick, and Master DaCosta takes advantage.
Yeah, good aggressive drive from Master DaCosta. Really one-on-one, was able to bury low. Good to see.
2:35 left here in the first half. 14-1 is your score. O'Toole again, face-off win. Listen, another aspect of the game the Bulldogs are going to rely on heavily throughout the rest of the season is that the face-off X, and they are blessed to have two strong face-off guys, Dylan Riccio as well as Parker O'Toole. Can be such a critical aspect of controlling possession or regaining possession in critical situations.
Yeah, it's such a confidence booster to know that you have more than a 50-50 shot of getting the ball back, whether it's after you score or have been scored on and get a chance to even. It's something, not to keep bringing it up, but it's something that when they played BG, they outplayed them in a lot of facets of the game, but that face-off X really had them on their back heels, and it kept BG in the game and ultimately let them win the game. So I can imagine that Coach Bordeaux is very focused on how his face-offs are going even in this game.
Gavin Atkinson had picked up the ground ball, now chased down by Alec Jenkerson. Good hustle by both players over there. Jenkerson comes up with it for the Titans, but now throws it away. Henrishon steps in. Can't keep it in bounds, though. Tough one there for Henrishon. He had it right in his basket.
Yeah, sometimes those are the hardest as a defender when the ball gets thrown right at you. You don't know what to do. It's like a straight putt in golf. Those are the hardest ones.
What do I do with it?
This isn't right. It's not supposed to come to me.
Under a minute to go, first half. Bulldogs ahead 14-1 over the visiting Nashua North Titans. Looks like the Bulldogs have bounced into a zone defense. And maybe practicing a little man-down stuff here as they had a defenseman, Alex Cabri, parked behind the goal. So seemingly trying to work on a man-down defense in that situation. A little bit odd. Look on this replay. On the defensive side, you had Gabri behind the cage. That is a very rare, if ever, event if you're not trying to challenge yourself in some way.
Yeah, usually you have that person going behind when the ball's up front. They actually call it stringing. They string up to the crease, but yeah, not sure what was going on that one.
Sutton with the goal there, assisted by Wilkinson. That'll do it for the first half of action. The Bulldogs ahead 14-2 at half. We'll take a break and rejoin you for second half action here from Bedford, New Hampshire on BCTV and Nashua ETV. We'll see you in a few minutes. And we're back at Bedford High School in Bedford, New Hampshire, where the boys lacrosse team is hosting, not very kindly, is hosting the Nashua North Titans. The Bulldogs lead 14-2 at halftime. I'm Corey Munster-Tiger here with Jay Abendroth. Jay, thoughts from that first half?
Yeah, as we talked about before, Bedford did about as good as they could do and really kept it clean. It's hard sometimes to, when you get a lot of new faces in here, a lot of excitement, game can turn a little bit ugly. But passing, catching, moving the ball, riding, clearing, Bedford's pretty happy. Coach Bordeaux's got to be pretty happy with how that went.
Dylan Riccio wins the second half face-off, and the Bulldogs go right back on the offensive end. Seeing several substitutions as expected with a score somewhat lopsided. Sam Barrett behind. Here's Dylan Riccio. Up top, John Purnell. Leading scorers for the Bulldogs, Derek Kaliza got his 100th career goal early in the game. Phenomenal milestone for him. He has 3 goals on the afternoon. Needed just 1 to top that 100 goal mark today. Shot here down low, gets blocked by a defenseman out front. That was Gavin Atkinson, soaking that one up. 2 goals also from Sam Baird and Luke Purnell, and then a smattering of other scorers throughout. Capello, Sheridan, Mastro de Casa, John Purnell, Bennett Matthews, Brody Helton, JJ Gaffney, all in the scorebook. For the Nashua North Titans, Brody Sutton has 1, Dylan Noble has the other. As the Bulldogs do a good job riding this ball. Somehow keeping it in his stick is Alec Jenkerson. Gets it ahead to Noble. He steps it in, slows things down. Everybody runs away from him. And now Durso does the right thing and steps up to play some defense. It's Bryson Durso. Sam Durso playing close defense now. He might be an LSM, not quite sure who's on there at close. And now here's Andrew Cullinane. Mastro de Casa matches up with him, keeps him down the alley on the right side. Pass behind goes high and away, so the Bulldogs will pick it up. Will Frangelo passes to Fletcher.
I want to give credit to Kevin Mastro de Costa there. He's playing a really nice game. Great defense, hard-nosed defense there, forcing a pass. Nice work for the junior.
Durso to Durso there. And now up to Joey Miller, who's in at attack. Parker Gupta. Now scooping up the ground ball there is Sam Barrett. In on D, we had Cotnoir, Frangelo, and Santos. Looks like the Nashua North Titans have jumped into a zone defense here. Or maybe not.
Just a wide man-to-man help defense.
Trying to stay above the cage there, specifically on the attackman at X, but they are still in a man-to-man.
Yeah, and Corey, we were doing some investigative reporting. I see down on the sideline Tristan Kerr, the standout defender, looks to be a little banged up today. Perhaps why he's not playing. Hopefully Tristan gets better quickly, and this is just preventative rest.
Busy early week for the Bulldogs too. There could have been a little ding, a little nick, bumps and bruises from those 2 solid games, specifically that BG double overtime game. So not a bad game to rest a couple folks that are nursing injuries. Clearing attempt is broken up. Running through a couple checks here is Alex Cotnoir. Little power cradle with his left hand.
Yes, sir.
Nice job there from junior attacker Parker Gupta. Nobody came to him. Little dip and dunk there. Nice little fake low, go high. Took the hit, got the goal. As you can see here, nobody's playing defense on him. He said, geez, maybe I should go to the goal. Late slide there is far too late, and Gupta will pick up the goal. Gets in the scorebook. Nice job by the junior attackman.
Yeah, and you saw him there utilizing his left hand, which in honesty we don't see all the time, but he was pretty calm, cool, and collected. Was able to spot the opening and take it, a little dip and dunk, come over the top.
O'Toole wins another face-off.
I got 2-5. Good ball. Or you got him.
Ronan Craig playing some defense on O'Toole. For the Titans, they get it back behind. Here's Gupta again. Desmond Michaud's harassing him with a long stick. Little fake there by Joey Miller. They get it back up top. Bulldogs will sub through the midfield as O'Toole goes over. Mastro de Casa will come over. So, good substitution pattern by Coach Bordeaux. They try to look inside for Bryson Durso. They missed the pass, but good backup by Purnell chasing it down before it goes out of bounds. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. 15-2 is your score. Bulldogs ahead. Barrett drives. Bounce shot goes into the turf just feet in front of him, but the Bulldogs get possession again. Durso, nice little swim move, gets his hands free and finishes low to the right side, and that's Bryson Durso's first goal of the game. Nice move by the freshman midfielder.
Yeah, Nashua North continues to play hard. I think, though, that Durso took advantage of the fact that he beat his man there with the swim move, and the collapsing defense came a little bit too late. So he had an open out front shot and was able to bury it.
We are here in running time, the third quarter. 16-2 is your score. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Again, that sun setting over our right side here is going to pose a problem for Fletcher as it gets lower and lower on the horizon. Midfield Dodgers from his top right are going to be right in that tough spot. See if the Titans can take advantage of that. Barrett draws two. They move it around the top and outside. Ooh, eating a tough one there. Right in the back. Michaud turned away from it. Took the shot right in the back. Here's Durso again. Right back up top. Mastro de Casa feeds in the middle. Flag down. I believe they're going to get either a cross check or a hold. Shot goes high and wide. That was Alex Gabri. But heading towards the sin bin is Jack Krulikowski. Long stick midfielder for the Titans. Got a little high in that check on Mastro de Casa. Sophomore running with him, but this is not a short joke, but Kevin Mastro de Casa is a little bit smaller of stature, and you figure a normal check moving out your hands, and it's just going to ride up pretty quickly on Mastro de Casa's helmet.
Yeah, let's be honest, it's not too hard to go high on Kevin, but again, I credit him because he got himself into the body of the bigger defender and was able to run through it, and the defender had no choice but to try to cross-check him away, so Kev earned that one.
Sure did. Good speed, good strength. Earned the opportunity for his teammates here. Feed inside, nice cut, nice finish. Beautiful goal there. Alex Gabri on the cut. I believe that was Gupta on the feed. So Gupta picks up the assist. Gabri with the goal. The Bulldogs push it out. 17-2 is now your score, just under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's good to see the second team man up, running the play, getting a pretty easy shot, because in man up, you are one man up, and the idea is to get those very close in. It's almost like a layup in basketball, and the second team was able to execute it pretty flawlessly.
Play those odd man situations, find the open men. See what happens. Quick score update from around Division I lacrosse. In New Hampshire today, Exeter leads BG at halftime, 5-4. That'll be a score to watch throughout the rest of that game. Two of the top programs in the state. Again, BG has not lost to an in-state opponent since 2019, so a 5-year run for them. And this is one of those years that they seem most vulnerable. I think, Jay, you mentioned you were able to go to that game on Tuesday, and for as dominant BG normally is, this is not one of those years.
Yeah, that's right. Whereas Bedford, when it's got its starting lineup in, it can physically dominate a lot of teams with the middies running downhill. BG didn't seem to have that big physical presence on the midfield or attack. But I will say they've got some fantastic shooters in space. And so for a long part of the game, BG was winning because of the face-off X, and the defense was holding strong. But when shooters shoot and good shooters get the opportunity, that's what pulled BG through.
Bulldogs could have another opportunity in the playoffs. They'll have to get through Exeter. They have a home and home with Exeter in May, I believe, the 8th and the 13th. We'll bring you the home game that the Bulldogs play against Exeter here. Great pass way up ahead, finding Parker Gupta right there on the crease. The Bulldogs finish there again. Gupta has 2 now. Cotnoir with the assist there after the broken clear attempt. And finding Gupta right there for a one-on-one with Cologne.
Yeah, it's good to see some new Bulldog stuff in the stat sheet. Really nice finish by Gupta under pressure. Even got checked with a trail check, but was able to bounce it by.
Let's be honest, that check might have actually helped him score that goal, but Parker will take it. Nice job. Second on the day. He's got an assist as well. He joins Baird and Luke Purnell with 2 goals apiece. Kaliza, as we mentioned, had the hat trick in the first quarter. Trying for a quick stick goal there was Joey Miller. He got stoned, and Cologne is down, actually. I think he took that either in a hand or right in the chest, but came up with a save, and now he bounces back to his feet. 18-2 after 3. Bulldogs ahead and cruising here at home against the visiting Nashua North Titans.
Yeah, hopefully Cologne's okay there. It's tough being a goalie in a game like this. You're taking on everything, and for him to make a couple really nice saves, especially with his body, is great, but hopefully they don't have a lasting effect.
Upcoming schedule for the Bulldogs. They travel to Westford, Massachusetts tomorrow, 10 a.m. game. And then they have 2 home games. We will not broadcast the Wednesday game against Memorial Manchester Central combined team, but we will be back here next Friday as they take on the visiting Marblehead squad. Should be a good tilt as Marblehead has a strong program in that Cape Ann area. Next games for Nashua North. They will play home against Exeter and then home against Nashua South. You see other broadcasts right there. We'll have, as it quickly went away, but we will have the girls lacrosse game on Monday the 29th, as well as the baseball game Wednesday the 1st. So please tune in for more Bulldogs athletics action from BCTV. I'm Corey Munster Tiger again. Jay Abendroth here with me in the booth. Andrew Fenn producing things up top. Bill Jennings on camera. Dale Bird working replays back in the studio. We appreciate everybody helping out on today's broadcast.
Yeah, I got to admit, Corey, as we flash up some of the otother games going on, I've been watching a lot of women's lacrosse lately. There's some fantastic games in the ACC tournament that ended up yesterday. So I have a 12-year-old daughter, and trying to grab her to see some really high-end lacrosse. And it's always great to see Syracuse as a #1 seed in the ACC as well for the women's side.
Do you have a biased opinion on that at all? Or?
No, just an observer of the game. Favorite color and whatnot.
Some of those women are incredibly athletic and very highly skilled. The way they move that ball so quickly, it's fun to watch those games. We've seen some of the Bedford girls teams go on to play at very high levels after performing quite well here. A little odd start to the fourth quarter as Jace Cologne was a little slow getting back to his cage. Rademacher, you got to check the field before you start, buddy.
Yeah, I think Cologne's a little bit slow, figuring out his life choices after eating a couple off the legs, but good on him standing in strong for the start of the fourth quarter.
And he comes up with a nice save here to start the fourth quarter. again, that courage to stand in. That ball does not tickle when it hits. Comes up with a little help from his friend here on a shot by Gabri. And another one sails wide by O'Toole. 18-2 as we start the fourth quarter. The Bulldogs in control. We're going to see if we have any more updates from that Exeter BG game. I believe that's happening over in Exeter this afternoon. Bulldogs work it around again, getting some fresh faces throughout this second half, and a nice drive here by Dylan Riccio, taking his man one-on-one. That's his first goal. If you're enjoying the game, check out more BHS sports action from Bedford Community TV on your Apple TV and or Roku device. Download the apps to watch the game live on the big screen. You can also listen, not today, but many of our broadcasts are on WBNH, Bedford's radio station here. That's 105.1 online. You can find it at wbnh.bedfordnh.org to find the stream link. Still 5-4 Exeter over Bishop Girton. We're in the third quarter, early action. O'Toole wins the faceoff here, and Cologne comes up with a stop. Long outlet pass. Can't make the connection. But a great job by, I believe that was Frangelo, picking off the pass and getting it forward. Cotnoir will settle things down for the Bulldogs. We've been giving Rademacher a hard time. He's one of the officials here today, but we do give him a lot of credit for making the choice to become unofficial. As you know, there is a shortage of officials in just about every sport across New Hampshire. So if you are interested, please go to nhiaa.org to find out how to become an official in a sport that you know, perhaps in a sport that you don't know and want to find out more about. But if you have any interest whatsoever, please help our statewide officiating, as we are short numbers just about across the board in each and every sport.
No, John.
The Cardinals have tied it in Exeter 5-5 now. Just about 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. 19-2 is your score here. The Bulldogs do a nice job clearing it. Bryson Durso take it into the offensive end. You hear some of the Bedford sideline saying, "Ow!" Mastro de Casa whips one off the crossbar. Nice job on the ground ball. That's Dylan Noble. He gets it ahead. They start the break. And Nick Wilkinson rings it off the pipe.
And as we see new people coming in and out, we actually see Ethan Kahn, who has started every other game in net here. Apparently Coach Bordeaux wanted to get him a few reps, keep the muscles warm.
He's got those blazing red sweatpants on too. Trying to attract the eye of the shooters. Feet inside. Great save, Cologne. Sam Baird basically right there one-on-one. Needed to throw at least a little fake. And now he hits backside. That's going to get a flag down. Baird's going to go in the sin bin and feel shame. Caleb Smith was clearing that out. Didn't see him coming from the backside, and that's going to draw a foul. Here's Dylan Noble. Feeds inside. Shot score. That's Alec Jenkerson from Noble. And that will likely not wipe out the goal. It was a personal foul, I believe, on Baird. So he should have to serve that.
Yeah, I think we saw Bedford just a little bit confused on who was guarding whom there. Cotnoir was trying to pass off to to get to another man and open opportunity right in front of the cage. Tough one for Ethan Kahn to face in one of his first few shots.
Update on a game being played right now in Exeter, fourth period. It's Exeter 5 and BG 5.
19-3 is your score. 6.5 to go in this game here. The Bulldogs face off man down. O'Toole does a great job of pulling that out. Shooting and saving the ball, new goalie Josh Parsons. The shot taken by Alex Gabri. I'm sure Coach Bordeaux would like a little more situational awareness there. As you're down a man, let's kill some penalty time there instead of shooting, but they do take the shot. And now O'Toole's going to run through a couple of players. Shot gets batted down in front ahead of Parsons, but then chased out of bounds by Gupta.
Impressive here as the Bedford team is playing man down, still able to keep up the pressure on the net.
Here comes the double team from Jenkerson. Zach Samarel is back there. They get it high to Dylan Riccio. They come to double again. Riccio spins away from pressure. He'll take a tour of the offensive end as he looks to avoid the double team and run some time off the penalty. He just keeps running. Riccio's in shapes, taking some whacks on that upper arm of his right arm. Finally dishes it off to Gupta. Nice ground ball after not making the connection. O'Toole gets it now.
You got Garvey wide.
Splits the double, runs through another, takes a shot off the pipe, and then runs through the crease. Titans will get possession. 4.5 to go in this game. 19-3 is your score.
Yeah, tough pipe there for O'Toole. Sometimes you can just tell someone wants to ring the back of the net, ring the bell. Unfortunately, it wasn't his time. Great job, though, by the offense of Bedford, killing that whole penalty in their offensive end.
Master DeCosta, nice job to pick that ball, danced along that midfield line. He didn't know that he could have gone over there as he had other attackmen in the offensive end. Little stutter steps here. Master DeCosta looks inside, and Gupta finishes his hat trick. Good job by Master DeCosta. Look inside, and Gupta finishes.
Even more impressive cartwheel at the end of that in celebration by Kevin.
Gotta love the celly.
Number 17, Parker Gupta. Assist number 6.
Actually, don't know which would be harder for me, playing lacrosse at this level or doing a cartwheel. What do you think, Corey?
I don't have you doing a cartwheel, man.
Yeah, I don't think I ever was able to. Cartwheel.
That pushes it out 20-3. Bulldogs are going to take this one home as it ticks down towards 3 minutes.
What do you think, Andrew? Cartwheel or play lacrosse? From the booth here. Either or? Okay.
He's going to go with neither. Good save there. On the doorstep, Parsons stood high in his crease and said, Gupta, you will not have 4 just yet. Bulldogs do an outstanding job on the ride, hustling, picking up that ground ball. Here's John Purnell again. He'll touch it in. Settle things down. Baird behind to Gupta. 2.5 and ticking. As we mentioned, the Bulldogs will travel tomorrow to go down to Westford, Massachusetts to take on Interstate Lacrosse program. 10 a.m. is the start for that one. If you want to take a Saturday morning road trip to watch some Bedford Bulldogs action. Is the JV squad going down too? I'm not sure.
They are not. I think that's just the varsity playing tomorrow.
Get an interference call here on the Bulldogs, so the Titans will get possession. Under 2 to go. It looks like they'll have free clear.
Yeah, and Titans still battling. This has been a real tough one for them. Haven't really gotten any opportunities in the offensive end, but credit to the kids for playing hard.
I mentioned it briefly, but I do want to go back to it. If you do want to become a high school sports official, it's an easy call. It allows you to continue to be a role model by demonstrating impartiality, fairness, and courage. Officials help protect the integrity of the game by teaching and enforcing the rules of play. You can make a difference right away in your community. So if you're interested, please visit NHIAA.org to find more information on how to become an official.
And I promise, and Corey promises, we will not take pot shots as we do our friends from Syracuse.
Yeah, we only do that because we know them.
That's right.
Again, you know, several of these officials, they either have played with or against us, or they officiate old man leagues throughout the summer, and we kind of have a relationship with them. So it's okay for us to give them a little hard time. They would appreciate it. If we don't know you, we're not going to give you a hard time. You know, it's a sign of love, Jay.
It is. It is.
Quick update from Exeter. BG has come back and scored 4 straight. They lead over Exeter 8-5 now with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. As we end this game here, 20 seconds left, and this will just about do it. The Bulldogs ahead 20-3, and that'll be the final, as we're pretty much conceding the game at this point. Leading scorers, again, Parker Gupta finished off a hat trick in the second half. Kaliza had a hat trick in the first quarter. 2 goals apiece by Luke Purnell and Sam Barrett. A number of other scorers for the Bulldogs. We won't go through each and every one of them, but congratulations again to the Bulldogs. They moved their record to 5-1. Nashua North will drop to 1-6.
Tomorrow morning.
Next broadcast here for the Bulldogs lacrosse team will be next Friday night against Marblehead. The Magicians visit on the 3rd, a 7 p.m. broadcast, and we'll join you again to bring you that score. So, Jay, any parting thoughts?
Yeah, I think it was a really nice game to get some tired legs from all the games this week, some rest. Got some new folks into the game. Will serve the Bulldogs well in the future, getting some miles on some of these younger kids.
Great job to the Bulldogs. Good luck to the Titans as they face the rest of their schedule. Final score here, 20-3 for Jay Abendroth. Nick, we have Bill Jennings upstairs on camera. Andrew Fenn producing here, and back in the studio, Dale Bird on replays. We appreciate everybody's help getting this broadcast out. I'm Corey Munster Tiger. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.